Thank you, Caitlin, for coming out. This is my little sister, Caitlin. She just turned 11 years old, so that's a fun thing. So, let's get to it. You want some trumpet today? Awesome. All right, so let's open up the case. When we open the cases, we always make sure they're on the ground, so we don't drop anything. So we have the trumpet and the mouthpiece. Can you grab both for me? Good. So don't need to put anything together yet. So make sure whenever you grab the trumpet that you grab it by this big part so that you don't mess anything up yet. Yeah.
I should have specified what that exactly was, but that's okay. She's 11.
And since we're right-handed, I normally like to hold the mouthpiece in the right hand. So why don't we just put the trumpet across our lap. We're going to just start by playing them with the mouthpiece. So let's first do this.
We love a good quality buzz. There we go.
Okay, so it's okay, no.
It's good if you explain it, though, Emily.
So the whole part of buzzing is that our lips are really tight together, and it's like you're spitting out grass. So it's going like this. You know, you want your lips to buzz. Yeah, there you go. Faster.
There we go.
Maybe you have to wet your lips. Wet your lips. Try again. Now put the trumpet in the mouth.
One thing, really quick. I just want to clarify that I should have introduced buzzing and what it was sooner, but I'd kind of talked to her about it before the lesson started, and I think she just got nervous in front of the camera, so it's okay.
Let's up to it. Yeah, do it again. You know, when you get that good buzzing sound, that's what you want. So try it with me. Okay? Let's do it together. Now try it again on your own.
She was so nervous.
Come on, Caitlin, you gotta try it. Come on. Yeah, so one thing, make sure that your corners are really tight and that you're able to blow the fast air, and then you go. We don't want that. We want. So only the air is coming out of here, and there's no extra air up here. Let's try it again. Okay, now you're a little too tight here, so it only needs to be tight here, so it's as if you're holding it right here, and you go... Make sense?
I think one thing for this that might have made it more successful is, like, having an analogy of, like, oh, you have tight corners, and, but allow that our lips are, like, looser, maybe explaining that more in a way that she would understand. Because I feel like I explained this too long and we weren't playing enough.
Try that again. Hold right here with your other hand. There you go. That's the best you've ever gotten. Can we do it again together? Yeah. Cool. Can we try to put it on the trumpet now? Let's see if we can make some noise.
There we go.
So the whole point. So watch me. I'm gonna put it in and slightly turn just a little bit. Good. Yeah.
So the reason I stopped buzzing and I was like, let's just go to the trumpet was because I wanted to make sure that we
there you go, perfect.
Were able to just start playing because I could tell she wasn't understanding it completely.
Our left hand goes here. Our left ring finger, this finger, it's okay, goes here, and then our thumb goes around here.
That makes no sense.
Okay, and then
it will in a second.
Our right hand goes up here. So we have 1 on this first one. 2, and 3. Got it? You can keep your pinky in here, or you can keep it on top. It doesn't matter. It's okay. Well, if that feels more comfortable, can you try to play a note for me? Whoa, look at you!
See, that's the whole reason why I just said, let's just put it on the trumpet so that if she could make a sound, she would actually be able to hear if she's doing things right.
Awesome!
It was so exciting.
Alright, so you want to put some notes together? So, copy exactly as I do. Whenever we tongue, we go ta, 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 ta. Can you say that for me?
One thing I don't think I should have introduced tonguing so much before we started playing notes. So that's one thing I needed to make sure.
Awesome. So let's do that while we play. Alright, so just watch me and do exactly as I
do. Yeah, modeling a little bit better.
Yeah, okay, so just play any note for me. Remember, we have a really tight... No, just keep no fingers yet. It's okay. It's okay. No fingers yet. Just play.
One thing I should have made sure posture and breathing was correct before I started this. I get into that a little bit later, but should have started with that.
Good. All right, let's do that. It's okay. Try to do it exactly as I do. Don't worry about the camera. Just worry about me, okay? Try to do exactly the same. Yes! Congratulations, high five! Oh my gosh, that was the best you've done yet.
I'm very enthusiastic with her, as you can tell.
You remember that ta we talked about before? Oh, sorry. Can you do the same thing? That's okay, do it again. Just try it on your own. Okay, one thing, make sure we're standing up.
There we go, that's it.
So you get enough air, and that, I know the trumpet's big compared to you, but make sure we bring it up to us so we don't go down to it and we crunch down like that.
Yeah, and I should have done a better job of modeling that from the beginning, and that probably would have helped. Yeah,
okay,
there.
You gotta keep the air going.
There we go.
So let's just try to play that note. Can you play that note?
I should do more playing with her so she can hear it. She's not trying it on her own.
There we go. Why don't we try to take the mouthpiece out?
But I like that I was able to like change things up and go to buzzing. Oh, there we go.
Just join in with me at any time. It's okay. Make sure lips are wet. Try it again. I know, I can tell your lips are dry now. Okay, remember we set up tall? Let's do it again. Try to copy the note that I can. So that might mean you need to firm it up a little bit faster air, or you need to slow it down a little bit, depending on if it's high or low, okay? Try it again. Try it on your own. Yeah. Faster. See how when you got a little bit more faster air? There we go. That's it. Let's do it again. Let's do it again.
One thing I liked was that I was able to react to what she was doing and like seeing it on her face, like, oh, I could tell that she needed to be tighter. But also I could tell as we kept going, and it's really evident later on in the lesson that her lips were getting really tired really quickly. So maybe that's why I'm doing a lot of talking, but I think I need to find a way to like reverse that so she can still play but not get as tired as quickly.
There we go. You did it! We played a note together! It's okay, that was a little but awesome. Can we try to get a little bit faster than that? So what? Listen to me. That was where we were. This is where we're gonna go. So what I'm doing is I'm having fast ass fair. I'm like really, really, really fast. Can you do that for me? Okay, I'll play. Oh my gosh! Great job! Great job! Oh my gosh, that was so awesome. Can you do it again?
Just keep going, Emily. Don't interrupt with that every time. But it's also good to give like immediate feedback if they're doing something right, so they can do it again.
Sure. Take a deep breath. So I'm gonna work on that. Let's work on breathing a little bit. I kind of jumped the gun here a little bit. So one important thing about playing instruments, especially brass instruments, they need a lot of fast air. So we need to make sure we take in a great amount of air. So I want you to let all the bad air out, take it all back in, and then we're gonna let it out on counts. So watch me. So out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Does that make sense? Cool, let's do it together, and I won't talk this time. 1, 2, ready, out, out.
One thing I'm noticing now that she's not really forming an embouchure. Oh, well, okay.
Can you do that for me?
So I guess I did notice it.
Same thing. 1, 2, out, first.
Also, her posture while she's doing this, that's also probably affecting the fact that she's not able to take in enough air to play the notes.
I want you to apply the same thing. So as I'm bringing the instrument up to you, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, get all that bad air out, all that old air. Make sense? Cool, can we try it together?
I'm doing a lot of talking. Oh man, this is awful.
Great job. Let's get, remember the fast buzzing? Can you spit out the grass for me?
Posture.
There we go. Awesome. You want to try to play some notes now? We got it. If you can play that note, you can play it.
See, the reason I kind of just pushed forward, even though she wasn't really playing the notes exactly, was because I could tell she was getting bored, and like maybe changing the energy of it was gonna affect if she was able to play. And I think it actually worked out really well. But maybe having a more effective method of just introducing playing more than just one note.
Labeled the fingers as
And then I was also supposed to teach her Mary Had a Little Lamb, but because she was really a beginner starting brand new, I was like, oh, let's change it to something easier. So we did hot cross
buns. So can we
buns.
first just start? Can we play this note? All the way down? Good. One thing, you have to make sure it's all the way down. And one thing, make sure...
tricky with this finger.
I understand. It's okay. You can get it. You're also making it harder on yourself. Make sure your fingers are curved. Yeah.
Okay,
It's better? Yeah. Okay. So try it all the way down. Curve your fingers. It'll make it
I think the
easier.
instrument is
There we
much
go.
bigger than she anticipated. And that's why I was heavier to carry.
Look at you! You played a note. You're at 2 notes now. Can we add another one? So remember that first one was 1.
See, I can tell she's starting to get excited as we're adding more notes, so it may not be like the most beautiful note ever, but she's playing more notes, she's learning more.
Okay, that's okay. There you go, you got it. Remember, I know it's going to take a lot of air, so just make sure you're taking a big breath before you start, okay?
She's getting really tired really quickly.
So, too much, it's okay, just take your time. Okay, we'll take a second breath. Alright, you ready? Okay. So I want us to first do this. Yeah, there we go. Just a little bit faster air when you do it. One thing, you're really pushing hard at first, but you don't get the note out at first. So make sure once you find that sweet spot of when the sound comes out, you remember what that feels like, so when you go back to it, you're not going. Make sense? Because you're wasting a lot of your air at the very beginning whenever you're not getting the buzz just yet. So try to remember what it feels like whenever you do get the buzz. Excuse me. So can we do the 1 and 3 again? Yeah.
Like,
Okay, good. Sound right. Cool. Can we do this? Really slow? Yeah, it's okay. Just copy me. Okay, relax. Right now, I don't want you to worry about tonguing. I went ta, 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 but I want you to just go.
Okay, so to avoid explaining all of that, just do it without tonguing the first time, Emily.
On your own time. It doesn't have to be fast or slow. Yeah, good. Can you do a little bit faster? Can you do more air? I want more air.
So normally we have like a beat going with this, but I didn't want her to feel intimidated to keep on the beat with the note because she was really struggling with getting notes. So making sure that she could do it on her own time so that she could like be successful in getting it out. Okay, so I'm gonna stop the video here, but like, yeah, at this point we're halfway through the lesson and she's already being able to play 3 notes in like 1 breath, and for her that was like so amazing. She told me after that she really enjoyed being able to play notes, even though it was extremely tiring for her. But I do realize that I need to spend less time talking, especially, and more playing, but maybe finding ways to play that is not as tiring on the student, because I could tell she was very tired. Her lips were hurting her right from the get-go. But I think that was a great part to end on. Ooh.